Tony Dunn. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, brother. Let's roll.
In a world where Carolina Panthers fans have an insatiable thirst for Panthers news and opinions, only one podcast roars ferociously. It's the C3 Panthers Podcast.
The NFL schedule is about to be released, and the C3 Panthers Podcast is here live to help you learn all the storylines that you should expect in the coming year. We know some of them already. The Carolina Panthers will be hosting the Super Bowl champions in the Kansas City Chiefs. There's been news leaked that they'll be opening the season against the Saints, and we also know they're heading to Germany.
Hämmere weiter.
To keep pounding against the New York Giants on November 10th. My name's Tony Dunn. It's the C3 Panthers Podcast brought to you by CarolinaCatChronicles.com. Hang out with us as we react to the Panthers schedule being released. And most importantly, on my mind, Cody Lack, my wheelman here, is where's this bye week going to be at? That's always the important component to me. And what type of momentum points can we see for this team to gather, or difficulties and challenges that they will face in kind of combined tough weeks? Cody Lack, thanks for setting this up and getting us ready for the 2024 NFL season.
Listen, give me any excuse to come and hang out with my C3 brethren, baby. I live for this shit. We're already starting to get leaks of the Panthers schedule. Some good things, some bad things. We already know that we have one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. But where is that bye week, man? I don't know. The Panthers, they're going to be releasing their own schedule release video. As soon as we have that, we're going to put it up. Dude, I'm just happy to be here with the boys. Tony Dunn. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, brother. Let's roll.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and actually, roll call it, buddy. Roll call it.
Yeah, yes, sir. You already know we got some of the boys in here. First up, we got my man Kyle, Charlotte Sports. What's up, brother? Welcome back to the C3 Panthers Podcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Cody. Hey, Tony, Cole, and Jake. Let's get it. This schedule is going to be interesting to say the least, so I'm here for it.
I got to tell you, this is you can almost write off the space that you're on your taxes, given the fact that you've dedicated it to the Carolina Panthers in this moment right here. Look at that background, folks.
Yes, sir.
Look, there's even a C3 Panthers podcast shirt hanging back there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Cam. Look, that's a setup right there.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, right there.
Yes, sir. Chilling.
Let's go. And, man, you know we got my man C3 Cole in the building here for the schedule release. Cole, what's up, dude?
What's happening? Tony Dunn, how you like my white walls, baby? We're going crazy in here tonight. Let's see what this schedule does, my friend.
Clean slate. Clean
Yes,
slate for the Carolina
Panthers.
Sir. And you know it wouldn't be a C3 show without my man Jake the Snake. Jake, what's up, dude?
Man, what's up, y'all, man? I'm happy to be here, ready to break down the schedule with y'all. I couldn't bring about being anywhere else but with y'all, man. Love y'all.
Take it all in together, brother.
Appreciate you.
All right, so we'll jump in. Well, first, shout out to all the people in the chat, guys, from Brandon Malone, John B. Jenkins. Look, John B. Jenkins, C3 super fan for $1.99 a month. You can help support the podcast as we continue to grow as the longest running Panthers podcast. Look, C3D's ill skills. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, bro.
Man,
Yes, sir. Happy anniversary, bro.
important part to us. Sean Hume, Brandon Malone.
And now, 1973.
Yeah.
What's up?
Man, I don't want to miss anybody. And D in the house. Man, I appreciate you guys'
What's up,
support.
brother?
Go ahead and smash the thumbs up button, subscribe. It really helps us. And if you're on X or Facebook or anything like that, just hit the share. Like, I mean, those small things actually do expose us to new fans. And we've been doing this for 11 years, and there's no quit in this game because, like they say in German,
Hämmere weiter.
Hämmere weiter. Keep pounding, baby. All right.
Baby. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. So last night we gathered together. We looked at the home and away games, the matchups. We knew who we were going to be playing. Tonight is when we're going to be playing them and how that is potentially going to impact the NFL season. Now, inevitably, the release that comes at 8 o'clock is peppered by some leaks. And in this case, it turns out we're going to be playing the New Orleans Saints. Did you say in New Orleans, Cody?
So listen, shout out to my man Just Bland on Twitter. As you know, the leaks will come in throughout the day, and he's been sort of putting together what the Carolina Panthers schedule looks like. So shout out to Just Blandy. Yeah,
Accurate.
Yeah,
he must have caught whiff from other team pages as well if he knew all these.
But these are some of the ones that I know that have been confirmed. So the first 3 weeks, we're going to open up at New Orleans on the road against the division rival New Orleans Saints. And our first home game is going to be with Justin Herbert at home against the Los Angeles Chargers, man. It looks like we're going to open up with a pretty rough schedule. The Bears in week 5. It looks like the Denver Broncos in week 8 on the road. New Orleans in the bank week 9. Giants week 10. So, Tony, that's the day before your birthday that we're going to Germany.
Yeah, going to Germany. Now, one thing is interesting about these international games, because the NFL is one of the biggest businesses in the world, it feels like. At least they're the largest entertainment business. I mean, I feel like the NFL has got the world on lock or at least the United States on lock, even more so than something like Disney at this point, right? And they are killing it. What the NFL has been great at in the past years is dominating the news cycle throughout the year, right? Is that somehow, even in the off season, the NFL remains finds a way to be interesting and relevant to discussion. But the international games show their effort to expanding beyond the United States audience. If you think of like what Netflix did at one point, where they're the first, not only did they go streaming before everybody, but they also invested a ton in international audiences, and it's really started to pay dividends now. I mean, and I know this is just an analogy, but now Squid Games, Korean show. I watch all types of shows that are made in Britain or Australia and stuff like this.
I love them.
Now, the NFL is seeing this as an important opportunity, and this hasn't been new. They have been doing this with the Jags for a long time, but in the past few years, they've expanded beyond just England. We've had games in Mexico. Now the game in Germany. What do you think that this does for the brand of the Carolina Panthers, right? Does this continue to just increase their value as an organization by, reaching new people?
Yeah, I said this a little bit earlier before the show. I was talking about Kyle and Cole, and we talked about it a little bit last night, Tony. We have a big fan base in Germany, and which is weird. Like, I don't even know how that happens. Like how different countries start to form an allegiance toward a team in a whole different country, but that apparently has happened for the Panthers. And listen, kudos to the NFL. I know they don't always do things the right way, but I feel like they have done this correctly, and that they've done a good job at getting a bunch of different teams over in these foreign markets to grow those markets in the UK, in Germany. And listen, they're selling out giant stadiums over there. The NFL is a hot commodity worldwide. The NFL knows it. And the more that it can introduce more and more foreign markets to different NFL teams, it just benefits them even more. And I think as Panther fans, it just gives us an opportunity to, one, be able to travel more, but to be able to bring in new fans from an entirely different market to share in that keep pounding bravado that the Panthers, bring to the NFL. I'm loving it, man.
Yeah, it's always interesting how how do you pick a team? If you get into a sport. Now, this is in fact, are the Canes playing right now? I need to look this up. I should be.
They play tomorrow.
I'm not sure.
Tomorrow?
Oh,
Okay.
need to cut that on. No.
Okay.
Yeah, and by the way, Tony,
No, it's not. Tony, it's tonight. It's Thursday, isn't it?
No,
They're
they're
playing
playing
tonight. Yeah, no, tonight's Wednesday.
Oh my God!
yeah.
Just ruined everything for me. I thought tomorrow was Friday.
What do I need to cut off?
No, you're. I don't know if it's my end, but both you and Cole are kind of breaking up a little bit. Your
Really?
voices
All
are
right,
kinda-
I will refresh real quick, but carry
John
on.
said- he's-
Yeah, come in and come out. And John P. Jenkins, we are going to do some cat calls.
Yeah,
So if you would like to call
Ooh,
in.
the German market. All right.
Go ahead, put the-
I'm down for that. Get in
Yeah,
Cody,
here.
you want to know the best part about what you said about the German market is we do not have to deal with Giant fans in Bank of America Stadium this year. I'm down with that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Brian
that's
Burns isn't allowed to
that's a
come
win
back.
Right there,
Yeah,
man.
Burns can't have his little whatever.
He can't
wants
come
to do.
back. No, he ain't gonna do his comeback thing.
And yeah,
Nah,
Tony,
Those
you
games
got to
are
do
usually
some,
sloppy.
We ain't doing no
cat
Spider-Man
calls
in the
right
bank
now.
stuff.
Do we have any? That's the question.
Yeah, well, John was saying he can explain the German market
He's
for us.
probably doing
Yeah,
it right now.
I have. We'll call in at 252-228-5098, and I'll be happy to play that call as it comes in. Yes, the Hurricanes do play tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and it's in Raleigh. But the reason I
Nice.
brought that up is
Mhm.
how do you pick a team when there's one not in your proximity, right? So prior to the Hurricanes existing, and even before the Panthers exist, I wasn't really a big football fan, but all of my family is from New York, right? So I just, as a kid living in North Carolina with family ties, I just felt like, oh, well, I'll just pull for a New York team. So I was a Rangers fan prior to the existence of the Hurricanes, and I actually stuck with the Rangers for a long time until like it just became like, man, this is our team, it's our place, you know, and things like that. So the reason I bring that up is because when you're in a foreign market, you know, where does that allegiance come? It might start with a player. I've heard some people that they pick it because they like the colors and the logo and something that attracts them to it. So, you know, the Carolina Panthers brand, I mean, you got to think of that. That's what's wild, is forming an allegiance if you're a German to a sport that is ultimately so distant from you, and then picking a team and rooting for them. You know, it's like, how would I pick a European soccer team? I just, you know, the team I cheer for, and I hate soccer, is Swansea. I just like the name.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember during the Panthers Super Bowl run, there were a bunch of people who were fans of Leicester or Leicester. I'm sure I'm butchering the name to all of my UK fans, but they were like an underdog story, and they were pulling for the Panthers. So it just ended up being this weird kind of crossover thing. But also, Tony, just in the time doing this podcast, how many people we've had from the UK and from Canada and just from abroad that are getting into
I have
the
a guy that
NFL.
emails me continuously or regularly from Italy.
Yeah, dude, and that's incredible,
crazy.
man, because as these foreign markets grow, they want to be connected to fan bases that are connected to that team, and that's how they find the C3 Panthers podcast, baby.
That's
So
dope.
it helps us, it helps the Panthers. It's, you know, it the rising tide lifts all boats, you know. And I think,
Cody. I mean, I'm
yes, sir.
good example.
Yeah,
I mean,
by the way, this is Alex, A14 Panthers. Welcome to the show, brother. What's up,
hey,
dude?
welcome, guys. No, I mean, for example, I mean, I grew up. I'm in California, in Los Angeles, so I mean, like, there was no team when I grew up in the '90s. I mean, you know, some of my family were Raiders fans, some of them were Rams fans, but and a lot in California, you got teams all over the place. Everyone's a fan of something, but for me, it was like you brought up, Tony, was like the colors and the logo, and I really loved it, and I just stuck by it. Then I started to get to know the players a little bit, and yeah, the rest was history. So I mean, that's kind of how it started for me.
Yeah,
we
man.
do have fly colors, like if you think about that.
Dude,
like
we have the
got
dopest.
good
We
colors.
really do.
We got the dopest colors in the NFL. I don't care
Mascot's
what
pretty
anyone
solid,
says.
Tony. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
And
We
dude,
got the
when we
things for them.
wear,
God
and
forbid if
Cole,
we were actually good.
when we wear those all blacks, bro, I don't care what no one says. We're the coldest fucking team.
Cody, shout out
in
to
the
Coach Canales. You
entire
saw what he tweeted
league.
earlier, right? Coach Canales said that the Panther blue was his favorite jersey because somebody asked Mike K, and then Mike K tagged him in, and he responded like 2 minutes instantly. Dude, he's
Yes,
out here.
sir.
He's watching.
He likes
Hey man,
that.
let me bring some more people in here, man. We got my man Anthony back on C3. What's up, dude? Ant, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Ant?
Nothing much, man. Just working. Thought I'd come in, man. Shoot the shit with y'all.
Hell yeah. What are your early thoughts about some of the schedule that we're looking at?
Well, I was praying once that we wouldn't play the Chiefs in Germany just because, when Patrick Mahomes comes here and like even when Tom Brady came here, I think he only came here like twice in his career. Like those are just games that you got to try to go to. And Tepper's going to be like salivating over, these Swiftie fans that are going to be buying tickets. So I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
As for the schedule, man, I don't really know. Like, I'm not trying to sound bland here or anything, but I really just haven't been able to grab a grasp on anything for this upcoming season at all. Like, I can't really, I don't know about my prediction for it, or, I mean, I hate that we open up in New Orleans, but it's like whatever.
Yeah, well, Anthony, I saw you sort of alluded on Twitter that we have a very rough go early in the season if we're going to be playing the Chargers, the Raiders, and potentially. So right now, Week 4 is open. It's either going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Washington Commanders, or it's going to be a bye. But if that ends up being Kansas City, that's the Saints, Chargers, Raiders, and the defending Super Bowl champions all in the first 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah, nope. and the reason – oh, go ahead. I was just going to say the reason I think it's I think the Chiefs' schedule to start out the year is, like, really tough. Like, they play the Ravens and Bengals back-to-back. So just knowing the NFL, they'll probably – since we're like a bone for a dog at this point in the NFL right now, they're probably just going to throw us in there for the Chiefs as, like, a softer win. That's just my take on it. I mean, that's why I predict that. I don't know, though. It'd be cool to play them in, like, December, though. I don't know how it's going to play out. But yeah, what were you saying, Tony? Sorry.
Well, I was going to just say is, I don't mind opening up against the Saints. I like having I mean, sometimes it's fun to have a high profile team that you don't get to play a lot in week 1, and it makes week 1 exciting. But when you open up against a division rival, right away, you're setting a tone of, are we going to, are we making a dent in this division or are we not right away? And the New Orleans Saints, we saw them last year finally take the step back, both on offense and defense, that came with. So look, you get an opportunity to come out. They don't have any tape on you. They're looking at what Dave Canales did in Tampa, but we have more information on them, right? So like, that's a good opportunity to really, if you're going to win it, when you win a division game, it's kind of like a 1.5 win in a way, right? Is not only are you getting a win, but you're making a headway while hurting someone also that is competing with you. We got that call, Cody. You want to talk? Let's go ahead and take that call and talk about what the international, this is John, C3 Superfan. Let me make sure I am hooked up. Nope, I'm not yet.
That's all right. Let me do the intro and I'll give you some time to kill.
Perfect.
So what are your thoughts on catcalling?
Yeah, it's pretty you shouldn't do that to somebody.
And how did that make you feel?
Very uncomfortable.
So how do you think catcalling makes the person feel?
It feels good, like
who's that cat sitting in the back corner with his face buried in his nose? Who's that kid that can use one?
B. Jenkins, long-time listener.
What up, John?
Every now and then caller. I think it's been a long time since I called in, to be honest. But since I'm doing this, I can't do it like D from Sanford does. But D, man, you represent us so well when you call in. Every time I'm listening at work, usually the day after, love to hear you come on and give everybody their props. Stuff. Love this. Yes, sir. Love this show. You guys are awesome. Diesel skills, man. You are something else, man. You are truly the brand ambassador. Anyway, all my accolades out of the way. So the German market, after World War II, we stationed a bunch of our guys over there, and we brought with us our sport. In fact, Germany has had their own football league, not the World Federation or the World Football League or anything, not NFL Europe, but their own football league that they play with in Germany called the GFL. It's been around since 1979. They're about to celebrate their 44th year in existence. So yeah, there's a lot of teams in Germany. There's actually 2 leagues in Germany. There's the GFL, and then for a while there was the GFL2, but now there's some other minor league, kind of a feeder system for the GFL. And then, we're coming into the 3rd year of the ELF, the European League of Football. I love me some obscure football. I follow the ELF. I follow UFL. I even watch a little bit of Canadian football. But watching a European game, it's so weird because the fans are so into it, but they're into it like in a European way. And that's so hard to describe. But yeah, lots of teams in Germany. The ELF has, I think, 16 teams now across Europe, but a lot of those teams are in Germany. So anyway, yeah, it started off with our military bases. We bring our sport over there, and then they just took it and ran with it, man. And then one last thing I wanted to note, in the ELF, my team are the Wrocław Panthers, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing their town's name. And for my team, I guess I should know how to pronounce it better. But yeah, Charlotte itself has a sister city in Poland called Wrocław, but it's spelled Wroclahw. It's like Wrocław or whatever.
I think I've seen the sign for it.
The Wrocław Panthers of the ELF, and
that's dope.
Wrocław.
He's got a little more.
Yeah.
Oh my God, am I long-winded or what?
You're good.
I don't know if
you're enjoying
my whole call, but the tail end of that last one was I was just talking about the Wrocław Panthers of the ELF. But anyway, check them out. Keep pounding Wrocław. They got our colors. They don't have the same jersey, but very similar logo. And they got a hell of a running back, number 22. It is not Christian McCaffrey. It's a local Polish kid. But, yeah, man, go check that stuff out. And, this sport is growing all over the world. We'll have football in the Olympics in the next 20 years for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep pounding, y'all. Love you.
I tell you, the rest.
Glad y'all are on tonight. See you.
Great call. Thank you, John. I love that type of stuff, man.
I tell you, the rest of the world is scared of America when it comes to football in the Olympics.
None of that.
Yeah. Well, I know they're already doing
college players in there or something.
Well, I know they're already
just
doing
like hockey for the Canadians.
Yeah, but they're doing flag
yeah.
football. I know that in the next Olympics in Los Angeles, they're doing flag football. And that's going to be like a real thing. Dude, I saw Tyreek
in the Olympics. They're doing flag football.
Yeah, flag football is a part of the Olympics now.
Wow.
And dude, I saw Tyreek Hill go up against some Parisian defensive backs. He went to Paris for something, and he had some dudes from Paris that were trying to cover him. Good, it did not look good. But there's like a legitimate push to get NFL players to join the Olympic flag football team.
That's not fair.
That's interesting. All right, you're listening to the C3 Panthers podcast. We're covering the Carolina Panthers schedule release. We got over 300 people collectively watching between all platforms. Thank you for joining us tonight to break down this schedule. And really interesting. Thank you, John A., for your support. And always, man, he's always in the comments and chat and listening to the show afterwards. We really appreciate your time of being part of this community. And he mentioned, Cody, that the European style of fandom, and we talked about this last night, is that wouldn't it be great if we could give football to them and they could give us that type of
unique, familial
fandom.
Yes,
I want us locking arms together and rocking back and forth.
I'm with that.
Yes, we need that European love, that singing, the chanting. We need that. I'm down for it. A merging of the worlds.
Again, not a soccer fan here. right? Didn't play it as a kid. I have some good
Tony
jokes.
once recommended that they use horses.
No, jockeys.
Yeah,
Jockey goalies.
jockeys.
I still don't understand how the goal's the size of a school bus and they only scored 1 goal in that sucker the whole time. But I will say I also think they could like use like a 3-point line or something in soccer.
Hell yeah.
Like something where you but the thing though is, do you remember the World Cup that was, I don't know if it was in Africa or somewhere at this point, where they had the
Yes, the whole time.
I'm down with that too. Let's get those.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the good insight on the international market, what we'll need to do is figure out how we can follow some of those things and kind of learn about that. That would be interesting, particularly because I think we all got a team now that we can look. We just talked about how do you pick a team where you don't have an allegiance to. Well, guess what? We got a sister city with a team that's the Panthers and the similar colors and a running back that reminds us of old 22 in a way. Now,
can we make a trade, Tony? Can we trade? I got a couple suspects. I'd love to put on that list for you, my friend.
John Jenkins in the chat says, y'all remember Michael Sam? He was the first openly gay player to come to the draft. He's the linebacker coach for the Warclaw Panthers.
Wow.
So how about that?
Interesting.
Small world.
It is. Now, let's continue to talk about this schedule. Let's start with that New Orleans game. And while we open up, we talked a little bit about how facing a division rival is important. The Saints, though, are in a sort of, an odd place. I've been waiting for the Saints' decline for a long time. By the way,
Heilige sind scheiße.
Heilige Scheiße means the Saints suck in German.
Hell yeah.
But I've been waiting for this decline of the New Orleans Saints for a long time, and I've always been a little bit ahead of, I was like, I'm always early to a party or late to a party. Like I was like, oh man, Detroit's going to be good. Detroit's going to be good. Then I'm like, screw it, man. I'm done saying Detroit's good. And then they freaking make the playoffs, right? The Saints, I kept saying, man, this defense has got to fall off. The defense has got to get older. Cam Jordan can't do this forever, blah, blah, blah. And they still just kept beating our ass. But they struggled last year. Not only did they get the coach who was formerly, I think, with the Raiders. What's that guy's name? Does anybody know the Saints coach name? No, not that one. Maybe, let's see.
The Saints coach is with the Raiders?
No, he used
Dennis Allen.
Dennis Allen. Thank you.
Yeah,
I think he used to be with the Raiders at some point. I'm not entirely sure.
Yep.
But thank you. Hey, what's up, man? Pickle.
Panther Pickle on the show. What's up, Pickle?
You take your Valium for tonight's show?
He's ready. Locked in.
I took me a power nap, y'all.
Here they are.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Hey, here we go.
You were on one last night, dude. I was loving it.
That was good stuff. I love that. I love that call, Pickle. It was good.
Yeah, there you go. It looks like somebody tried to start a podcast about the Panthers.
So this is, I know, right? This is the official logo for the Warclaw Panthers in Germany. So, hey, shout out to the Warclaw, and they're kind of
like that.
Look, they kind of have the same color
scheme.
You got the same kind of vibes going. I mean, all I can say about the schedule this year is like last year we opened against the Falcons and played the Saints week 2 at home, and then played the Bucs at the end of the season at home. So like it's pretty, telling that we're going to play both of them on the road, both in their respective early and late. So it really shouldn't be that, surprising to everyone. And like realistically, before the bye, they gave us a week 7 bye. We played the Lions and the Dolphins back to back right after the Vikings, and then played the Texans after the bye. So I mean, they like putting hard games for us early and starting our season with a division rival. So, I mean, it only kind of makes sense. But that's just my take on it.
It does. And also, like, we're used to not starting the season at home. Like, starting on the road, like, this is normal for us, like, that's fine with me. I know last season we opened up the home game at the Saints because I was there. I was at that game. When do the tickets go on sale?
Is up on the Panthers website.
Okay,
Yeah, pull it up. It's 8 o'clock.
I got it.
I didn't know if they just bullshitted it or just did all the games at one time like that.
They have to, hold on. Let me do it.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Damn, you were right about the Chargers.
Yeah. We're going starting week 1 at New Orleans. Then we host the Los Angeles Chargers. Then go clear to Las Vegas. Bengals in week 4. I wonder actually how does this match up to that Bland's tweet? I'm kind of interested.
Pretty close so far.
The Chargers game was right.
I think he had the Bengals a little.
I think he had
later.
the Bengals too, and the Raiders.
We got.
Look, Tony. Hold on. I did this. Is that more visible? Kind of. Maybe not.
Okay, I'm either way.
Yeah, this is what was released on the Chargers. On the Panthers Twitter.
So home game. Home is in white. Raiders on the road. Bengals at home. We've got the Bears on the road. Then that puts us in week 6.
Yo, dude,
the Falcons.
Dude, Tony, listen to this. Boys, listen to this. Okay, week 8. We're going to have the Broncos on October 27th. We're not going to have another home game.
Look at that.
Until December the 8th.
Oh, wow. Tough road.
That's absurd.
I like that buy, though. I like that buy, though.
Yeah, we should have been thinking about that right away. Is that as soon as we knew there was an international game, that the bye week has to come after it. It's just unfair for it to not. So we should have known that. Week 11 bye, though, is friendly to me, especially in this type of season. I don't like my bye too early or too late. And so somewhere from around 9 to 11, 8 to 11, I think is a good time for the team to get healthy. That does. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 road games in a row. Is that right? No. No, those are home games.
Which ones?
White, right?
No, those are away.
Yeah,
White's home.
White is home. White is home.
Chargers.
So I fucked that up. That's a home game.
That's even better.
So we're gonna be home there. Okay,
because we're going worldwide, they're gonna give us those home games. All right, then.
Yeah, I like that.
Damn, Cody, I was about to get mad as hell at you, sir.
All right, yeah, we should be happy as fuck. My bad.
Oh, that's cool.
Cody,
come back.
I'm gonna tell y'all the best part about this bye right now, very quickly, is the damn team that we're playing right behind that.
Right,
You got an extra week to get ready for the Chiefs.
Bye and play the Chiefs. You
got an extra week to get healthy for the Chiefs. I'm cool with that.
I love that, man.
The Chiefs are on Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, ain't they?
Is that the same timeline? Yeah, 24th.
They are on the day before Thanksgiving.
So they're gonna have a weird ass week that week on top of it. Who are they playing? Does anybody know?
Do y'all want to see the Panthers official video that they just put out?
Absolutely.
Yeah, run
it.
Let it rip.
Pine off, draw off. None.
No way.
I got my more facial hair up here. I gotta put some hair.
Oh, poor
I got a little facial hair on there, a little mustache, a little beard. Oh, no. Y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think.
In my life. Y'all, as we can see, we got Painting with Friends.
Oh no.
Good.
Yeah, that's not that bad, to be honest.
I think that's straight. Ooh, you got the dreads in there and all. That was actually fire. You actually did a really great job.
Can I get more red?
Oh God.
This is about to be terrible.
Yeah.
It's about to be so bad. Oh, it's not that bad. No, that's not that bad.
Skin tone looks spot on. All right.
They've been taking lessons from their children, ain't they?
I appreciate you not putting in the braids that I have.
No, that's not bad.
Hold on, look at me.
He said, "Look at me."
Oh, I love this one. This is gonna be good.
Yo, that's messed up. They made him paint pictures.
Look like the ghetto leprechaun right
Kevin. Why that look like Kevin?
I just know I can see it through
It
the
doesn't
tube
look
of
Kevin.
the BS.
Looks like Kevin.
You are
That's fucked up.
You see your teeth? Oh.
Oh no.
First child. Okay, that's terrible. Hailing straight from Canada, Mr. Chuba Hubbard.
Ooh, OVO.
Yeah, the OVO.
I didn't like him like that. There you go. I'm in the zone already.
Yo, he look like,
you haven't
he
looked in
look
the woods.
like Drewski. Oh no, that's
That's fantastic.
That's
great.
Oh, that's rough.
My ears are white. That's great. Look at me
He
real quick.
said my ears
See
are
what kind
white.
of tan you got right now.
Oh, nice.
Look at
Hey,
him.
look,
Show
Andrew,
off. He's a show off.
Oh, this
That's
is
not bad at all.
actually really nice. What you got? Orange on there? A lot of orange. A lot of orange. I feel like this is the little like Wii character. You know?
Yeah, that's
Better
pretty
artist than I
bad.
thought
That
I
is
was.
like a weak character.
Oh, fudge. Oh, that's not good. You just have a little dirt. You've been in the field for a day or so, hunting around. I'll go first. Oh, gosh. It's like jack-o'-lantern.
I'm honestly surprised by most of them.
I would be so much shittier than all of them.
Yeah,
I would be so worse.
Yes.
Just don't look nothing like X, bro.
JC Horn trying to paint Xavier Leggett.
He gonna break the paintbrush.
What?
No, Xavier Woods. That was Xavier Woods.
He did him dirty, bro. That
Okay, that was all right.
wild.
That was different. I liked it. That was
Imagine
all right.
if the other guy would have just put Band-Aids all over JC Horn.
Oh
Oh,
man.
that'd be messed
Exactly.
That would have been messed up. All right. So what we've got is really I think is that this is what when we started, I guess is we got the Patriots, we got the Jets, and we got the Bills
So
in
that's
the
a
preseason.
The Bills
Harvin's gonna
have,
score 2 touchdowns on them.
Tony, you remember the Steelers? We used to always play the Steelers in preseason.
Yeah.
The Bills has almost replaced them. We play the
Interesting.
Bills almost every preseason now.
Hey, so
And
are we gonna? Does this mean that we're gonna play that we're gonna do joint practices with the Patriots?
No, I
They'll
think
take-
it's going to be with the Jets because
Oh,
it's a
yeah?
home
I
game,
hope
right?
not.
I don't know. I know.
Yeah,
we,
the
I
Jets
know
will be in
Well,
Charlotte
I mean,
practicing.
we went to the
last year-
Patriots.
Last year we did
And-
the Jets.
yeah, last year we had the Jets at joint.
I think it'd be
practice.
the Bills. I think it'd
Yeah,
be the Bills.
I didn't like the Jets at joint practice.
It might be the
But-
Dolphins. That's the one AFC East team not there in the preseason.
But they don't normally do the
But we
joint practice.
always
Final.
when the preseason we practice and then we play.
Right.
Practice with them and then we
all right.
play.
It's joint practices
See
for
what I'm
those
saying,
3
man?
weeks, right?
Damn, I
Yeah.
didn't know
Let me
that.
see what
It-
week the
It's
Jets.
probably the
somewhat.
Jets. It was probably the Jets, I would imagine.
Dude, now I kind of want to
They're in
check
the
out
middle.
what the other opening videos for the other teams.
Watch us 27-0 the Jets this time.
Hey, can you find the Chargers one? That's always fun. We'll start
Yeah,
with
I
that,
am.
and then
Yeah,
we'll look at our division rivals as we go.
Yeah, we might as well look
Um,
at a few of them.
Last year it was week 3 against the Jets. Was no NFL preseason. No, this ain't right. What year is this? I'm trying to put it in 2020. I'm scrolling too far back. That's what it is.
Do we have
is
any
anybody-
weird
is
games that
anybody-
are on the holiday?
Is anybody
We didn't play the Jets.
is
in the regular
anybody
season
scared?
at all.
Is anybody scared?
That was our first preseason game last year. Was the Jets. So if that's the case, then we would be doing it with the Patriots, and the joint practices would be in wherever they have their training camp.
Foxborough,
we
probably.
we did that. We did the Patriots a few years ago because we had a couple of a couple folks that live in up north that come on Friday Free for all the time. Nick and remember Cody? They went to the practice.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They went to the practice.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
Yeah, remember they went to practice.
Was that last year, Pickle?
No, that was year before last, I think.
Remember they were like streaming
that was under
a little
Matt.
bit
That
to
was
it?
that was the last year under Matt Rule. That's when that was.
And by the way, the Chargers release video sucks. They went from anime to like The Sims. It's a video just all in The Sims. It kind of sucks.
All right, well, let's see it. Well, here I'll look for the Saints one.
By the way, Alex Delgado points this out.
I was looking at that. That's why I was getting close to my camera. I was looking at the game times.
The Carolina Panthers have no primetime games.
It's better that way. It's
Yeah,
better
it
that
is.
way.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
The closest to prime time. Who's
I'm
getting
sick
up
of
at
watching
9:30
Two primetime games last year were probably the worst games.
I like
Yeah,
the Atlanta game being at
absolutely.
4:30. I might go to that game. Week
who's
6
gonna
at
get up?
4:30 against Atlanta. I might be down for that.
Yeah, who's going to get up at 8:30 in the morning and start?
Pre-game?
I
will.
I started space for that game.
Hey, that London game,
yeah.
I'm getting up early, or
Yeah.
Germany. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
gonna
I
do
get
it.
up. I get up early all the time, so I know.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm gonna
be
do
up.
it, Pinkle.
That's our
Man,
primetime game of the year.
I'll sleep when I'm
Yeah,
in.
well,
That is our primetime game.
We're gonna have to do a post
Yeah.
game at like 10 or at like 11 or
So
12.
one game, everyone gets
Yep.
to see us whoop up on the Giants' ass.
I hope so, JJ. I hope
And
so.
let me
Giants better not expose us.
let me officially welcome everybody in here. We got Sean in the building. Sean, welcome to the show, brother. What are your thoughts on the Panthers schedule, dude? Hey, you're muted. We can't hear you, brother. You're something's muted. You might have to come back in and come out, Sean. We'll get you back. Come out and come
Check
in.
your settings, bud.
Yeah, let me go to JJ real quick. JJ, what's up, brother? What you think
What's
about
up, y'all? The GOAT is back.
What's up,
Nah, why
JJ?
you lying?
Straight out of Columbus. I think the first thing I noticed was the Cardinals were in the second half of the year, and really it looks like I don't know. I can't really say the season's spread out because you got the Chargers and the Bengals up front, you got the Chiefs and the Eagles in the back. There's really no sweet spot to the season on like where can we gain momentum as a team. So we're just gonna have to play and just get better, I guess. I mean, I said in the other space we're gonna have to find a way to take moral victories out of the Dave Canales' first year coaching.
Oh, totally. But also, though, at the same time, while there isn't a sweet spot, there isn't, except for, is there a like an impossible run here? Maybe Chiefs, Bucks, Eagles, Cowboys, right?
Yeah,
Like
that run is brutal.
Maybe
That's not gonna be fun.
the 4 weeks
Can you hear
before
me
the
now,
bye
buddy?
week, the
Yeah,
5
you're
weeks
the
before
best.
the bye.
We hear you,
Yeah.
Sean.
That looked
JJ.
about right. That looked like
We
the
do
best.
have a sweet spot though. The sweet spot is Washington and the Broncos.
That's what JJ's talking about. Yep.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I was about to say maybe right before the bye.
but I knew this year's was going to be tough. I mean, we just have so many tough opponents. But it's hard to gauge the schedule because you really just don't know what teams are going to be hot when you play them, and there's
Right.
going to be those surprise teams that are like projected like 6 wins, and then they end up winning like 9 games. So like,
Happens
I don't know,
every
man.
year.
But I'll tell you what, these home games are going to be fun as hell, win or lose. I mean, I'm down to see Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Mahomes, all these dudes, man. Like,
Oh, you're so lucky. You get to
Tepper's
see
happy.
Herbie.
All right. Look, the Tampa Bay Bucks video is 5 minutes, over 5 minutes.
Hey, when do
It
tickets
looks
go
like
on?
an I Spy.
Let's see
I'm
what
pretty sure you
this
can already get
goes.
them, Cody.
You guys want to hear the Tampa
Yeah,
Bay one?
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do this.
Play it.
awesome.
Yeah, volume. Yeah.
I always felt like football, it reflects a lot of what's going on in
Well, I assume this is
one's
it
life.
since they released it 13 minutes ago.
You go through a lot of the same types of struggles and hard work and
It is.
battles trying to get there. I think you have to relish the pain and the joy. It can get very emotional
That's
because
true.
it does have that meaning captured within that ball.
if you're making the comparison of football to art, it elicits something within you that takes you back to a moment of joy. It's important to, as an artist, capture the moment
can't
that
be
feel
it.
larger than life.
I can't stand that
Part of the
motherfucker.
draw
Dog.
why people come here, they want to be part of Tampa, and the Bucks
I'll tell
come
you.
with that.
And when you think about
I mean,
art,
probably
it start with a vision. It start with some inspiration.
These moments give artists like me an opportunity to see it through my lens.
We're supposed to be entertainers. We're supposed to take you away from everyday life.
So we look back and we learn from the greats in hopes that we'll be great one day ourselves.
I think if you just want to be good, it doesn't
This
matter.
can't be
I think
it.
if you want to be one of the best,
I ain't Fast seen nothing about the forward.
You have to make.
I love the experience of.
Yeah, they are. They're showing. Yeah, but
These teams have been super.
Be honest.
People love drama.
Those that
You
are-
have to have a villain. You got to have some type of beat going
Okay,
on.
so they're putting it in the
it
background.
doesn't matter. I think if you want to be one of the best, you have to make people uncomfortable sometimes.
You know you've created something.
Uh,
You know
Broncos
something is
at home,
special when there's
22nd.
tension and there's a little confrontation.
49ers. Never, look, they're not doing it in order, though.
Everything inside my body and spirit intensify.
Rivals represent added motivation.
These teams have been super chatty. People love drama. You have to have a villain. You got to have some type of beef going on.
Story of I can't wait to see how they overcome this. Doesn't matter if your villain's not great enough.
You're not afraid of this whole thing falling apart. You're not pushing hard enough.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the NFC South.
Play them
As an
twice in
artist,
December. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm.
Want to leave your mark in the world, you have to make people take that journey with you.
I love the experience of going in somebody else's house, beating up on their team and leaving and pointing like, ha ha.
You get this little feeling. You realize like this is it. We're all we got. And in reality, we're all we need.
I think of legacy. I think of the cruise.
Chanting back and forth the Tampa.
They're so loud, you can't even like feel it. It just feels like you're in a dream. Shoot, you don't even hit the crowd at that moment. Your adrenaline is just going after what you just did. I think
That
what
was kinda
speaks to
weird.
the fans is the risk. I think an artist or an athlete takes a risk.
Yeah, this one kind of
Your
sucks.
body, your
Yeah,
spirit,
man, I'm
your
sure it's
mind.
pretty awesome if you're a
Yeah,
Saints
sure.
fan because
Sure.
you get to see all the legends and
Yeah,
things like that.
History.
If
Yeah.
you go to the 33rd team on Twitter, they're reposting all of them on their timeline.
All right. Hey,
They got
we
the
got.
Ravens, the Titans.
Hey, let me see if we got Sean. Sean, what's up, dude? What are your thoughts about the new schedule release, dude? Can you hear me?
You're still muted, friend.
Yeah, you're muted, brother.
You had it fixed for a minute.
On the StreamYard. Yeah, you gotta do it on your phone. All right, we'll come back to Sean. We got Big Chad up in the building. What's up, Chad?
I got it. What's up, guys?
There you are.
Oh, yeah, here we go. What's up, Sean?
I'm sorry, dude. My headphones have been messing up on me. First thing, what was the question?
Just what are your thoughts about the schedule? I'll put it back up.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen it. Dude, a lot of people think that we have an easy schedule. We have and I'm gonna put it in air quotes that we have the easiest schedule. We don't. We have a hard schedule in my opinion, but I do like that we have a bunch of home games, back to back. We got the October 13th, and then we got the international game. Then we got the bye. I like that. And then we got another home game, and then we got another home game. And I really like that. I think the Chargers, they're not as good as people are gonna think they're gonna be because of just because Harbaugh's there. There's gonna be some growing pains in my opinion with everything going on, and I think that's gonna be like I'm not gonna say it's gonna be an easy game. I'm just gonna say that it's gonna be like a equal kind of game. Where it might be a close game. And the Saints, I'd really like to win that one. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, that home stretch, that's an interesting thing. And really, this is one of those schedules that is tough and not at the same time, right?
Right. Yeah.
And look, it's the NFL. We don't really know how the Raiders are going to be once Gardner Minshew wins that damn starting job. We don't know much about the Bears and how they're going to be by week 5. The Falcons, we think, are going to have a lot of firepower this year. But it's not, and nothing's for certain. The teams I think that are scary in a way are teams like the Chiefs, the Cowboys, and the Bengals. Those are those are the teams that are coming off of last year with the street cred that we should be worried about. But that doesn't necessarily they're going to be great. Yeah, the Eagles as well.
Yeah, yep.
Hurts is a fraud. I mean, he may be a fraud, but the roster's loaded. Like, that's just one of the I just can't look at the schedule right now and be like, easy win here, easy. I just don't know.
Right.
Like,
same here, bro.
Especially not after 2 wins. We can't be out here easy win.
Same here, bro.
Yeah. No such thing.
Yeah, I've never took the words easy schedule or hard schedule seriously, because you don't know. By the time you get down to, say, Chicago in week 5, you don't know what kind of season they're going to have. You don't know whether it's going to be. They may be undefeated by then and it's going to be harder than hell, or by the time you get down here to hypothetically say the Eagles, they may have half their team on IR, starters laid out, and full of backups playing. You don't know how this is going to play out.
I just think it's really cool that from basically November 1st to until Christmas, we only travel once.
That's important.
That's pretty cool.
That is important if you're trying to do anything.
Right. I think that almost 2 months in Charlotte, I think that's going to do good for the team.
And even in the month of December.
Hey, can I just say real quick? So I'm on the Panthers website, just trying to look at seats and tickets. I clicked on the Kansas City game, November 24th at 1. You have to enter a queue to join. There are 788 people ahead of me in the queue.
Oh my!
Are they selling individual tickets already?
Yeah, I mean on the website. Yeah.
Everybody just wants that game.
You need connects for that game, brother. I'll tell you that.
Hey, Cody, while you're there, go and look at the Cowboys game.
If I had
hold on.
All right, while you do that, you guys want to see the Atlanta video?
Might as well. We need to study
that garbage team, Tony. Go ahead.
Yeah, here we go. There's Atlanta for you.
Oh,
we good. Let's take it to the streets.
290 people ahead of me.
2K, really?
Yes, NFL Street. I heard they did that. Nah, you ain't gonna do us like that.
Damn.
Wow, that's the first thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
A bucket of ice was that
it's got to be a video game for Atlanta. Good.
That's right, Pickle. Fuck them.
That's NFL Street, bro.
Well,
that's
NFL Street. The third time Kyle Pitts touched the ball the whole damn year.
NFL Street, but the guys,
that was the best they used Kyle Pitts the whole time he's been in Atlanta. Right there, that shit.
Yeah.
I'm dead, bro.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is that Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins is pissed, bro. Oh man,
Kirk Cousins a pussy. You're right.
Tony, what do they do if they just start booing him and they suck? Do they put Penix in? What happens?
Yeah, there you got me. No, I don't know.
Kirk Cousins is a whether they like it or not, he is a bridge quarterback. They signed him to a contract that worked it out to make him a bridge quarterback. That's he may not like it, but his agent got scammed, and that's life.
Pickle, the Falcons fans are going to push Penix to be the quarterback faster than they want him.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whoo! I don't feel sorry for them.
Don't you know you let Kirk overthrow one person, or you let
they're
Kirk
going to be booing. They're waiting right now.
And yeah, they'll be booing, and there'll be a whole lot of other NFL fans pushing the Falcons fans to say that. Do that.
Yep.
You damn well know. I will be one of them.
Yep. I do like
Let's
NFL
go.
Street.
Yeah, for real.
They wasted it though. They could have done way better if they were going to try to do this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that if you're going to do NFL Street, that was a bust. I'm sorry.
Really?
What can you
They
expect,
sound like
bro?
that. I thought it was
they
fun.
gave Kirk Cousins $100 million. They can't do shit right.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about how much. I think it's unfair to talk about how much a team is spending on making a video. Y'all ask. I'm sorry. I don't think the Panthers spend a lot of money on ours. I mean, what they do?
Oh, we definitely don't. We had them paint some pictures, Pickle.
Yeah,
we had them paint some pictures.
We did that today, Pickle. They made that today.
They went to the local art store and said, "Here." That's all they did.
Say, here, we gotta get this shit done now.
Yeah.
I'm preparing myself for.
I'm kind of hyped. Who else has got cool videos? I want to watch one more video
They
if
gave
we're
them
allowed.
Dollar Tree brushes, bro, to paint with.
Yeah.
Who else is left? Who haven't we watched?
I was going to go buy a paintbrush. I'd go to Dollar Tree and do it.
Tony,
Oh,
what
no,
did New
that was-
Orleans do for their shit, or Cody,
I'm
or
trying to
anybody?
find it.
You gonna see the Falcons receivers there at the Dollar Tree because they gonna be dropping shit too, bro.
Like Ian Thomas.
No.
Ian might be blocking
Ian
somebody
looked
this year the
faster.
way he's looking.
Let's see. Where
Hey,
are
there's
he look like he been working out with
a few
Kelvin
in the
Benjamin.
private chat. I put a few links to a few in the private chat.
is the Saints in there?
I don't think so.
No, they didn't.
Nah, Pickle probably avoided
Did
them.
did the Chargers do something? Because their media team's pretty spectacular.
Let me
Wait, we're going
click
to
on
Kansas
The anime
Silver
one.
13.
Cody said the Chargers.
Hey
don't listen.
Sean, we're gonna mute
There's
your
a
mic while
Texans.
you're not talking, just because it's
The
kind of
Chiefs.
airy.
Yeah. The
There you go.
Texans, the
Thank you.
Chiefs. Here's the Lions,
Where is the
Ravens.
Did the Chargers do one?
Yeah, they did a sim. You know what? We should watch the one to watch is probably the Titans. They
You don't
got
want to watch the Chargers one?
Go ahead, you're here.
They used to.
Yeah.
Just know that their media team's pretty
They were
great.
really cool.
Yeah.
This for sure gonna be
You weren't lying when you said it looked like The Sims.
It is, no, that's what they're trying to do.
It is.
It is the Sims.
What the hell?
Você bebe.
This no shit makes me want to play The Sims though.
Yo, that 7-Eleven reference was fucking hilarious.
Hey, where y'all buy tickets at?
People still play the hell out of it.
That's about to be Kirk Cousins right there.
Oh boy, Baker.
Oh,
You saw that shit? Wish for
Brown
Cal.
did SpongeBob one. The Browns did SpongeBob.
That's funny.
Kind of cold-blooded how they did the Chiefs though and the Raiders at the end, because they did Kansas City in a courtroom and then they did the Raiders in a jail cell. They fucked up.
I hope the Raiders beat the shit out of them week 1, hurt everybody.
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm like
You
that.
gotta be careful talking so much shit in these videos. You know.
Yeah, it'll come back around. We're taking
Chargers
notes.
not as dope as the anime ones they've done in recent
No,
years.
the anime one was great.
Yeah, the anime ones are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Hey man, let me you want to play the video first, or want to introduce someone else?
Introduce the people, and then we'll watch.
Yeah, man,
the-
we got my
like-
man C3 Money in the building.
Oh, D.
My brother,
D
my
Money,
little
what's up, my brother?
Yo, what's going on, my C3 family? How
Hey,
everybody
what up,
on this
baby?
good schedule and releasing night? What we got going on, man?
Chilling, man.
We're just sitting around having fun watching some of these videos as the other teams have released. We saw this is the one thing the Panthers, if you noticed about their video, while they didn't spend a lot, they kept it about themselves.
Right.
These other teams have gone after their opponents, and that is fun. But we look, we don't have anything to stand on right now, and I think
No
that's
leverage.
I think that's noteworthy for the Panthers that they decided, hey, this isn't the year for that. This is the year to look inward.
I like that.
Right. I like that.
I agree, Tony. I agree.
All right, let's check out this one. I feel like the Titans just do the same video every year. Maybe I'm
Are they
wrong.
doing that again, Tony?
Where
No,
they
they're not.
ask them the name of the teams, I think.
God almighty. They
Yeah.
do this every year.
Funny though.
St. Louis Rams.
Oh,
These are
fun.
Oh, that's just the football. Okay. The Boston Bobcats. No idea. No idea. This one is the Red Stallions.
All right. Wait, I gotta ask a question there.
They're drunk. They're drunk.
Them girls said with such like confidence the Dallas Cowboys, but what? Tell me, like, what do we got to do to go back to preschool here?
I swear.
Isn't a stallion a horse?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
That one kind of
Look
blew
at
my
this.
mind
She
a little bit.
sees
Tony.
this logo and she goes,
The Red Stallions.
Where? So they obviously didn't do that in Tennessee. So
From the islands of the Caribbean.
Chester Cheeto.
Tigers. North Carolina Tigers.
Hey,
Texas. That's the Cowboys. That's the Cowboys. Texas. Got that.
Atlanta.
How do they play the
Florida. Florida Dolphins.
Oh, Texans.
Either Seahawks.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Who's that? Bulls? Who? Patriots? That's the Patriots logo.
All right.
That it actually does not exist.
What?
It's Nashville, Tennessee.
Tennessee Titans.
Titans.
I swear she got some banging
Tennessee
fried
Titans.
chicken in her
Woo!
tail.
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. Wait, good job. Yeah. Awesome.
Damn immigrants.
Drunk as hell.
I mean, they weren't exploring. I just feel like we got to work on our animals, dude. You know, it's like
Our basic animals, Tony, for God's sake.
All right, y'all. I'll confess the educational system in Tennessee sucks.
Apparently, my friend.
What they do is go next door.
Those are all tourists, though. But I
That's
don't
true, that's
understand.
true.
That girl
Fair.
said the North Carolina Tigers. And
I'm highly insulted.
like, don't you understand that tigers are orange and black? Like, come on. I mean, what the hell, folks? Is like, at least put a little thought in. She said the stallions.
At least they saw the blue. At least they saw the blue and immediately thought North Carolina.
Y'all notice how every person they ask or that they show they ask got it massively wrong. Surely they just didn't walk around. Okay,
Right.
let's find the stupidest people we can find and ask them.
So there were like 100 right answers in there somewhere,
Right.
and they just completely ignored them.
Yeah, that's exactly how they do that.
Gotta make
The
it entertaining.
stallion, and then it puts a fucking bird up.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Chester Cheeto.
Patriots
They
logo.
called the Jags the Chester Cheetos.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
You know what? That's what we're always gonna do from now on.
Yep.
JJ.
Chester Cheetos.
We played the Cheetos this week.
Yeah, let's just hope they're not flaming hot.
You know what? Now as I think about it, the Jaguars logo does look like Cheeto. Chester Cheeto. It does.
Pickle was like, well, since I gave it some thought.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's like that was probably the most realistic answer out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Tony,
all right.
what was the one team name? Was it Atlanta, Florida? I think that might have been my favorite. Personally.
Oh, where? Yeah, Atlanta, Florida Dolphins or something like that. Oh my
What
god.
about the Browns, the football logo?
That's the football logo.
Oh, that's just a logo. That actually doesn't exist.
That's just a stock image off of clip art, bro. All right, so the Carolina Panthers and the rest of the league have been looking at their schedule. In some ways, I don't know if this. Oh, you know what? Let's check the Washington one out. Because is it New York is going to be Hard Knocks?
So look, they're doing a brand new thing. They're doing an off-season Hard Knocks, which I don't even really know. I guess they're gonna follow the front office or something. I really don't even know what they're
We're
gonna.
going
Really...
to see how efficient they file papers.
Yeah, I'm down.
And what they look like in training camp.
All right, here is the Commanders, and I think there's a Commanders fan in the chat. So if
just be 327.
Yeah, let's see here.
Don't get offended, homie.
Like he said, we play Chin and Luvu.
Yeah, welcome. You know, that's a good storyline to think about. Here we go.
I'm Terry McLaurin, and this is our 2024 schedule release.
Oh boy, I love this show though. By the way, no love.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
Not cake. Oh, look, there's oh, this is cake. That's what they're gonna say.
Not cake.
That's not.
No.
It looked too good. That's cake.
Yeah.
Dog food.
That's awesome.
My dogs would like to have that cake.
Not cake.
Not cake. Yeah. Go ahead, Scott. That worked out.
That's not cake. That's not cake.
Too real.
I like this
Cake.
video.
That looked like awful nice, pretty cake.
I'm gonna go get me a new
Damn almighty. Yeah, give me a slice of that.
That's cake. Oh no.
I just now noticed they were showing the teams.
Not cake.
No.
That look good as hell.
Philly cheesesteak.
Nah, they look nothing like
That's cake.
mustard marinara subs.
Definitely.
That's not a cake. Yeah, it is too.
It's cake.
Yeah, I hope.
Cake.
That's the wrong mug though. It needs a C3 logo.
I'm not understanding this.
Oh, you know what? The mayonnaise, that's a reference to Will Levis.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cake. Very good. Yeah.
Oh, just because it's push button.
Not cake. Cake.
Obviously.
How about the Cowboys?
I like that one.
That was kind
Yeah, I
of
like that one too. Yeah. It was simple too.
The
Yeah.
Houston, Texas video is basically about them using a machine to match and everything they see. It's kind of stupid.
Oh, is that the masher one?
Yeah.
All right. So you're listening to the C3 Panthers podcast brought to you by CarolinaCatChronicles.com. We're talking about the 2024 NFL schedule releases from the teams. You know what we should do? Actually, let's check the Bears one. I bet you the Bears have something to say about the Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Giants.
Let's see. Here is, and I like the Commanders right now is my favorite one.
That was pretty good.
Is that the cake one?
Yeah. I mean, because there is a show, Cake or Not Cake, you know, or I don't know
Yeah,
the name of it.
Yeah.
But all right, here is Chicago's. Let's see how wrong they do the Panthers here.
A new year. Exciting, isn't it? Let me show you around. You've got your class clowns, your sportos, your popular kids. Let me introduce you to DJ. If there is anyone who knows their way around this place, it's him.
I saw DJ wearing a beige jacket, so I bought a beige jacket.
He's been there for 1 year.
Anyway, as the kids say, he's a pretty
Best
righteous
receiver they've ever had, though.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You hear me?
Real shit.
Hey, DJ.
Y'all don't hear the bell!
Except for Alshon.
It's wrong! Get the class! And here's the D. Oh, you should probably avoid him.
Whoa, well, detention. That's where you need to go.
Make that 2 people to avoid.
So, yep. Turn around.
Here we find the mathlete. They were runner-up last year, but that's pretty good. This kid right here went completely unnoticed, and then bam! Suddenly they're the envy of the entire school. This exchange student was actually from Florida before moving to England. Or was it England and Florida?
Oh, dang.
Wait, who's this?
He doesn't even go here.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh man. Whatever.
Oh, that sucked.
Oh, you treating
Well,
us
that's
like
just
an egg.
gross. Try not to get on anyone's bad side. Watch this.
DJ.
I'm not feeling so well.
What's wrong?
It's my.
Don't you throw up in this class.
I might be able to.
Out.
Ding, ding, ding. Record timing.
Not my best performance, but never a doubt.
You guessed it. Drama class. They can't all be the greatest show on stage every year.
What's up, man? I got those keys you asked for.
Thanks, man. Where's Tevin?
Tevin! Group detention. Nice touch.
I don't know why y'all don't want to listen. Listen, man, you want to get money to be able to be fashionable like your dean? Come on, man. You got to do all the right things, baby.
It's real rich coming from you.
Okay. You know what? You just got a detention for Sunday, too.
Sign me up.
That's another one.
Oh, I'm destroyed.
Okay, you mess with the bull, young man, you gonna get the horns.
Time to go.
You see anybody coming here?
Just some old dude out of breath.
Yeah, okay. They think it's a game already. Okay.
The season moves fast. If you don't slow down once in a while, you'll miss it.
Oh, yeah. Just rub it in our damn face, Chicago.
Right.
That's all right.
Hey, we gave him content.
This coming
freshman
season,
year. Here
you're
we
gonna
go.
regret all this.
The only thing good come out of Chicago was Michael Jordan and Walter Payton.
Bro, Caleb is so smug. I can't stand him.
Right.
Is nobody gonna acknowledge
Go
Young
ahead.
Gravy?
When we thump the
What do you
Chicago
mean?
Bears,
Yeah, that was
50 to
Young
nothing.
Gravy as the Vikings fan, wasn't it?
I thought it
Yeah, I don't care,
Yeah,
bro.
who the
but-
hell is Young Gravy, bro?
Bro, he's funny as fuck. He's like,
I just want us to make Caleb cry.
he's
It's
just
funny
like,
they used DJ instead of Caleb. Like their number one pick wasn't good enough for their videos, so they used the receiver they got from us the year before last.
He's too
I think that's
emotional.
funny.
You know, DJ Moore is such a hometown favorite kind
Hey,
of.
did y'all
character.
play the Browns one?
DJ Moore, kiss my ass.
No, I want to see the
fuck
Browns.
you, Michael.
No, I haven't played that one. All right, so I thought
Not
that
this week, man.
that one had
Sorry.
some good moments, but then I got bored halfway through it. You know,
Yeah.
I thought
Halfway after the Sir Purr
Dude.
call and he hung
Yeah,
up, I
yeah,
lost
Kyle,
interest.
they've done this a lot worse though.
He could have.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the. I mean, they could have. What if he would have said, "I'll trade you," and then handed the phone to like his neighbor or something like
yeah.
Or he had a whole bunch of money.
Do they have one for the Giants yet?
Y'all
Oh
wanna see the
yeah,
Browns?
that's
is-
a great question.
This is the Browns.
Oh,
Did it say Pretenders?
all right, I feel that. Not the best looking pie, but
I kind of like this one.
Damn.
it's the music.
Sakura, stop sitting around. Clean up. Lane 10 now. Get a move on, sunshine.
I love it.
I love it. That man is nasty, man.
Them shoes are crispy, okay?
What's up, Grant?
Chris Webber.
Game time.
Pete Weber.
Oh, is it Pete Weber? Pete Weber.
That's right, I did it. Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am.
That makes it the best, bro. That's funny.
Okay, so they got a real bowler and a real Browns fan up there. It was fun at some points there. 356. This is terrible for someone who has a 3-hour podcast, being annoyed that some of these are too long.
That's what I was about to say. It felt stagnant almost.
Yeah, it's like it had some moments, and then let's see. Did you find the Giants one?
No, I've been tapping an email. I'll pull it up.
I got it. Let's see. Giants.
I can pull it up.
See if
Which
that one's
one do
got
y'all
Brian
think's the worst
Burns on
one
it.
so
I'm
far?
already on it. Let's
That's all right.
So how are we feeling about our schedule?
Chad, how
I
are you?
see-
How are you feeling about the schedule?
Man, you know, I've been trying. I am preparing myself for a maximum of 6 wins.
I like that in
No
the middle
spit,
of the
no
year,
lube? Is that what
we
you're
have
saying?
like we have like
What'd you say, bro?
believe I could fly.
What'd you say,
But we
JJ?
gonna
I said no spit, no lube. Is that what you saying?
Nah,
Yeah,
he's
no
being
spit, no lube.
Well,
That's me.
what I like about the schedule per se is we are set up in a position to really evaluate the talent. So many games here, so many games there. We have different styles of quarterbacks. We have different calibers of teams. I feel like we'll have a good chance to really evaluate the talent on the field. We got some teams on there that we can really see if we have dogs or not. And we got like some of those rookie quarterbacks. I'm really wanting to see if our defense can confuse them and get us a W out of that. But basically, I'm kind of cool with how the schedule goes because I feel like we can go about every 4 or 5 games and really gauge where we are. So as far as how they got the schedule laid out, I'm pretty cool with it, to be honest about it.
Yeah, I really like the fact that we have that entire part of the schedule in the middle of the season. That's like we have 5 or 6 home games in a row. It seems like, you know.
Pull up the
That-
schedule again. I haven't seen
the
it yet.
Giants didn't do a video.
Yeah, they did. They did like a little short thing.
This right here, it's a spoof on if we should care about this.
It's a minute video.
Release videos. Do people dislike them? Do they like them? Do they watch them? Let's go find out. Do you know what schedule release videos are?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes, I do.
No, I don't.
No
I
idea.
have no idea.
Sorry.
I guess that's when they start the new season. Teams release videos each year with their schedule.
No, I never knew that.
Yeah, they release the schedules for all the NFL teams. Do you care about NFL schedule release videos? You enjoy watching them?
Sometimes. Could care less.
Yeah, I actually do. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good way to hype up the fans. Sir, do you like schedule release videos?
I'm a Texas fan, and I've never seen the schedule release anyway, so.
We're going to find out the schedule anyway, right?
Why don't y'all just put a little schedule up with a graphic and,
Maybe it could just be a graphic.
Yeah, just a quick boom, show us the teams, done. I don't need a video.
Easy enough.
That was theirs.
Feeble.
Yeah.
They never put the schedule up though.
New York.
Their next tweet did. They put it up right. Then they just put a tweet up. All right. What were we? We were talking about. What were we talking about before I interrupted with that?
Did you
Somebody
want me
was-
to bring the schedule back up? Our schedule?
Yeah.
Please, I'd love to see. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, Cody's right. We got like a good 5-game stretch right there in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, listen, literally from November 3rd to December 1st, we're at home. Like, that's a whole month of November. We're in Carolina. So, I mean, listen.
Well,
it's
part of it is in Germany.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're in Germany. Fuck. So they didn't do it.
Well, I mean, but Munich is, I mean, that's flooded with Panther fans, isn't it?
Yeah, but
it's going to be better than the Giants
It's
being
more
in
about the
fucking
travel
America
that we're
Stadium.
kind of.
But
We'll have a
keep in
more
mind-
better environment in Germany. That
Keep in mind, though, Chad, we're playing the biggest bandwagon team in the NFL. Everybody wants to be a Chiefs fan, you know.
So if you're the
yeah. No, we're
Panthers,
playing
as
New
soon
York
as
in
you
the-
get done
in
with
Germany.
that Saints
I know,
game on November 3rd, you get on the airplane that day and go to Germany. That's what I would do.
We got the Saints, the Chargers. The first
Play
4
the
games.
Cowboys.
Give me a 2-2 start. I will be happy with that.
I think we're gonna win anywhere from 4 to 8 games, y'all. That's my.
I'm gonna stick on my 6 as like the max.
If we go 2-2 to start, we're sitting here hyping about how we're going to the playoffs.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, 2-2
I mean,
to start.
Right. That
Damn near
actually, I
perfect.
tell you this, that Saints game is so important because the Chargers, while they're under a new coaching staff, we're talking about a proven head coach with a good quarterback. They're not going to be a team that, and they're a team that probably we don't match up against well because of the big arm that he's got.
see,
Stuff like.
I think that, but the Bengals were the worst rush defense last year. They allowed like 5 yards a carry. Like if we got things kicking and running by week 4 at home, shit, we could take a dub.
Yeah, I'm with JJ on that. I think that.
Yeah, that Saints game
Bengals
is
always
crucial,
have
though. It's on
injuries.
the road.
Yeah, the Bengals always have
Damn.
injuries.
If
so.
we beat the Saints in the dome to open the season, oh my god, that'd be the biggest pack.
Bro, you're telling me. You know how much shit I'd be talking when I go into work?
Oh my god.
Everybody's smoking.
we be hitting that Saints pack for sure.
Oh yeah, I'll fly you down, bro.
He said he'll fly.
Actually, let me ask you a question while we're talking about all this shit. So obviously tomorrow is like the greatest day in the history of mankind with the reveal. I don't know. Does anybody know if they're coming out with a gameplay trailer or anything like that tomorrow for the video game?
What, for NCAA?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I haven't kept up with it. In the chat, in the private chat, there's a link to the Cowboys video schedule release. They prank called every opponent they were playing.
What team did that, Pickle?
The Cowboys.
Oh wow.
They FaceTime prank called every team they were in.
Jerry. Get the fuck out of here.
I hope he gets knocked out.
I'm a part of one of these things.
Who the hell is that?
Ravens fans. Oh, they're fans. Eli Manning.
You're at the wrong number. Oh my gosh. Hi everyone.
Calvin needs time to work.
That's Megatron.
Yeah.
That ninja?
They call it ninja. That is John Wall.
Yep.
They call it John Wall in the Bayou.
Yeah.
They did John Wall like
Why
that.
y'all look like the Purge?
What the hell?
Hey boys.
Hey yo, what?
Nah.
Oh, no.
They ice it up.
That damn thing, Willis.
That's the most famous Commanders fan they could find.
What's the meaning of this call? Hello. I don't like this at all.
There's Chad Ochocinco. My boy.
Hello. Hey, little stinker booty, what is y'all doing?
Stop it. Oh, have mercy.
Hey, Adams.
Oh my God.
They call Steve Smith.
Oh wow, Don Staley.
Mhm. That's the SC coach, right?
Yeah.
No, they got OG3.
Oh, that's Tim the Tap Man. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that's Tim.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, that's Cody.
Finally, there we go. There it is.
I hate the Cowboys, but I ain't gonna lie, that was actually nice.
No, it's funny.
Yeah, seeing Jerry Jones doing that type of shit, that's pretty fucking cool. I
And
dig that.
Steve Smith posted on Twitter and said they lucky I didn't cuss when they
He said I
answered.
would be the first person to have the schedule. Where is the schedule? I don't have it.
My bad, Kelly. All right, it's sent.
Terrible. No, this is all right.
Get Kay Adams back on there. Lord have mercy.
She's so damn fine, Jake. We all know.
You ain't lying, bro.
She's so damn fine.
I'll tell her
Oh,
y'all said
man.
hello. No thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
such ass no Cole.
I tell you what, me and her gonna be at the table, and we not gonna be talking football, bro. Like,
yeah, you are.
that shit
Bro,
not-
y'all some
Yeah, you
damn-
are. Yeah, you are.
Bro,
You
y'all
stuck in the
some
pickle
damn
jar. You wouldn't even
simp.
talk
You're
to
gonna
her.
say,
Y'all some
you're
damn
gonna be,
simps. That's all
you're
y'all
gonna be
are.
Put
talking
you
about
right up in
golf.
the pickle jar friend zone.
She's gonna say we ain't talking golf.
Yo, y'all big
Bro,
simping,
pickle friend is
spending
crazy.
chi. Yeah, y'all be big simping, spending chi on OnlyFans. That's what y'all be doing.
Whoa.
Bro,
Cody, don't spill your diary now.
I mean, well, you know. I don't go over my budget, JJ, okay?
Talks cheap. Talks cheap.
Over the OnlyFans
I
budget
spend
is
responsibly, okay? Okay, I don't sponsor more than 5 hoes per month. Okay?
Oh, the Dolphins is out.
Hey, key to life is balance. Don't blame
True. Hey, isn't
Game
that a
is
fact
game.
though? That's a fact. That's a real fact. I don't know, man. Like, do y'all? What do y'all
The
think?
Dolphins the Dolphins video was 13 seconds long.
Oh well, then why even play it? What is it? Some? They're like, we
It
didn't
says
care to
it's
put time
all
in
about
to-
speed. It's all about speed.
Oh,
Look
that's
at the
pretty
title of the
stupid.
video. It's all about.
Hey, real quick, let me go around to everybody real quick. What's your toughest part of the schedule this season? Do you think? Like, is there a stretch that you think is probably the toughest for us?
The first part of the schedule.
Eagles,
No,
Cowboys.
not necessarily because of the schedule, but the first part of the schedule because a lot of these guys are going to still be gelling. They're going to still be getting timing routes done and stuff like that. And I mean, a lot of ours, the first part of the schedule is going to be the toughest. But once they get it all clicking, I think they're going to go off. I think they'll get it clicking in a couple of games. But.
Yeah,
I'd say December, Cody. Honestly, you go Tampa, Philly, Dallas. I don't like that right there together.
Eagles
Yeah,
and Cowboys
Tampa,
is
Philly,
nasty.
Dallas.
Yeah, Jake, you might, or Cole, you might be
Followed
right.
by
'cause
like
we're
a
taking
hat
on,
trick from Marvin.
yeah, we're taking on Kansas City, and then the Bucks, and then the Eagles, and then the Cowboys. And to say all that, those are late in December, and we have such a young team. A lot of these guys aren't going to be used to playing this long schedule.
Yeah.
But dude, the fact that we're gonna be able to have a 2-week bye after Germany before the Chiefs, that's a good thing to me. I don't know. I kind of think that yeah, I guess December, man, between week 13 to 15. I mean, honestly, dude, look, if you include the Chiefs, we go Chiefs, Tampa, Eagles, and Dallas. So that's 4 weeks in a row.
Right.
That's 4 weeks in a row of teams that are going to be considered playoff contenders.
I just noticed, maybe it's because we got the international game. We don't. Last couple years, everybody has to do a Thursday night game.
Hell no.
We don't have any Thursday night games. Are the Thursday night games still active?
I mean, shit. How do we know that he's wrong? I mean, shit.
He might not be wrong. Yeah.
I mean, what are y'all seeing right now, man?
I already said mine 4-8.
I say we'll win.
Look, here's what we'll do. No, here's what we'll do. Everybody will go across. We'll go through each game. We'll say how we're feeling, and then we'll probably get out of here. So week 1 versus the Saints. Is that a win or a loss?
I think that's a loss.
And by the way, and listen, this is obviously very early, so we'll do more official predictions later before the season. But as you count, remember what your schedule is. So if you have us winning against the Saints, remember 1-0, and so that way, once we get to the end, you'll have your own win-loss record for the season. So Saints, is that a win or a loss, boys?
That's a win.
I agree.
I'll go win.
I'll say it's a win.
Yeah, I'm also going to say.
I'll take a win.
I'm also going to say a gritty W on the road. I'll take the W there. Then next week we got the Chargers.
At the crib.
Yeah. I'm probably going to say an L right there, man. Because I think that it depends on how built we are to stop the run. If we are able to stop the run, that should be beneficial. I know that now that the Chargers have Jim Harbaugh, they're going to rush the fuck out of the football. But when you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert, he can make some magic. I'll say this is an L. As much as I don't want to, I think we're going to lose the home opener.
I agree.
I'll be on my own. I think we're going to win, but then we're going to have a shit show when we go to Vegas the next week.
Okay.
Man, damn, I was damn near close to agreeing with Cole right there, but nah, we'll shit the bet on both games.
All right, so week 3 Raiders.
Lost.
Tony, we're doing our own little miniature record prediction, just going game by game. What our initial reaction
got
to
way
this
too many
is?
Playmakers for us.
Yeah.
I'm also noticing that we have a bunch of different 4:00 games, which I don't love.
We have a home 4:00 game. I might like that.
I don't love because me and Tony, we got to do these post game shows late into the fucking
right. Well, we don't have any night games, so that one's
good.
Unless they flex the Falcons game. I mean, that wouldn't be to a night. That would
might be there with you, Cole.
Tony, what was your thought on week 1 and 2, win or loss?
I
it's
think
early.
I know. I'd like to say that the Panthers start out with a win on the road against the Saints because of just opportunity, and then I'll go ahead and give you. I think we start out 1-3.
1-3. All right.
Sheesh.
So is that all the way up into Cincy?
Yeah.
And who's the win?
I think the Saints.
Okay. All right.
Y'all have weeks 6, 7, and 8, and they're all 4:00 games. Week 6, 7, and 8. That's 3 weeks in a row. You'll be doing all 4:00 games.
Damn.
That's fire. I fuck with the 4:00 games because I'm off work by then.
I mean, it's cool to be able to watch Red Zone for the first, however many, first 4 hours. Be able to look around the NFL. All right, so from week 5, 6, and these are all the later window games. What y'all feeling about these?
Did we do the Bengals?
No,
we're only on like week 3 or 4 probably.
No, we did. Wait, did we do did everybody predict the Raiders?
Yeah, I don't think everybody did the Raiders. I did. I think we're going to start out 2-0, and we're going to get our ass beat on our road game there for some reason.
I think we're going to win that game.
I think we're going to win the Raiders game.
So
I said we're going to lose the Raiders game.
But I think we're going to.
Josh Jacobs is going to kill us that game.
No, he's on the Packers now.
Oh, I might maybe switch it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but we got no one for Max Crosby.
That's true too.
Who's the Raiders
They got
quarterback?
Adams and Bowers now. Sheesh.
Yeah, but who's their quarterback?
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good.
He said he good on that, but no. The Bengals game. I think we're gonna win that game. I think we're gonna win the Bengals game. I think that's gonna be the first game of the season that gives the podcast some juice, and really the whole Panthers wave. Like we gonna be 2-2, and it's gonna be a home win versus a good team. I think we're gonna be juiced after that W.
I think it's going to be a loss unless if Joe Burrow is healthy. I think it's going to be a loss. But if he's not healthy and somebody else is playing, I think it's a win.
What is his situation? Was he hurt last year?
Yeah, he like tore his wrist.
It was the wrist.
I thought he
That's
tore
right.
his ACL.
That was
dude,
the first year.
I've heard them saying though that this wrist injury that Joe Burrow has, like
it was bad.
Quarterbacks don't normally ever have this type of wrist injury. Like O linemen and D linemen have it, but they're not used to a quarterback that has to have that type of range of motion in his wrist having that kind of injury. So it's been pretty on the rocks for.
And I will say this from someone who has suffered a couple. I've never torn ligaments and things like that, but once you break something, it never comes back entirely the same. You know.
Yeah, that's certainly something to think of. So do we predict the Bengals? Everybody predicting a loss right there?
I'm saying loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Chicago Bears win or loss?
Win. Gotta get it.
I think that's a win.
W.
I guess I'll be the bear of bad news, but we're gonna lose that one.
You suck.
So what about ATL? I don't know why everybody's so confident. On the road in Atlanta, can we finally?
That's at home against Atlanta.
If you say we'll lose to Atlanta, I'll kick your ass out.
You ain't doing shit, people.
No, but I can act like
we're gonna win that one.
No, I agree. I'm not gonna say we're gonna lose to the Falcons. I'll say we'll get a W there. Commanders.
That's a win for me. Even though Jaden Daniels is good, he's really good.
I think it's a loss.
I'm going to agree with JJ, and I haven't talked about hardly any of these, but I'm going to agree with JJ on this one. The Commanders are coming out. We're going to face some former Panthers. We're going to have an attitude, and yeah, we're going to lose that.
That's a loss. Yeah.
He's gonna run all over us. I can see it.
I don't know about all that, but we're going to lose.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
But we're gonna beat the Broncos though. We're gonna beat them little horses.
Yeah.
Them tiny ass little horses, bro.
Ain't
Sean
no
Payton to the crib.
They ain't no way we're gonna beat to limp noodle Sean Payton.
Oh, not. The Saints is that is a 1 o'clock game. So what are we saying about the New Orleans Saints? November. So this is when we're gonna be on the road or at home the entire month of November, well, except for Germany. So what y'all saying? Are we gonna sweep
could get
the Saints?
the brooms out for them. We could get the brooms out for them.
Damn, we're sweeping the Saints and corner.
I think we split it at 1-1. I think we lose the first Saints game and we win the second one.
Okay, that's fair.
I really only see 4. Like if I'm putting the over under on Panther wins, it's 4. 4.5, right?
I've already got 4 wins.
JJ, you're not supposed to be buying into all that. You know,
I just believe in our coach, man. I
We
believe
got a
in the
dream,
process.
Tony. We got a dream.
I believe I can fly.
No, you
Hold
don't.
my head up and
Nah,
touch
nah,
the
4.5 wins to be our over or under. That's mad disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I've got us at 7.
oh my God, it's already begun.
I got 4 to 8, Tony.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. We are going to win 12 games. We're going to win the division, and then we're going to the Super Bowl.
Lord.
Whoa!
There goes.
Wait.
There you go. That's what you want to hear.
I mean, for
Pickle,
me,
pickle,
if
I
you
really
look
don't
at
believe all that shit.
what
but, you know.
number, what number
It's
is
good
an
for the ratings.
exceptional season for this team, right? Is
6
like,
wins.
yeah, 6. But you already got them at 7.
I
Shout out
haven't.
to Tim. Shout out to
And I
Tim
had 'em at
Estes,
4
who
so
says we're
far.
going 17-0.
I mean, I don't know
17
about
and
that.
up.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
17
mean,
up.
it's obviously
Yeah,
being
hell
fun
yeah.
there, but like,
Oh, hey,
Drug.
I got another video for us from the Panthers.
okay, another what they did 2 schedule videos.
Yeah, it's our entire coach, or it's the coach and GM receiving the schedule.
Okay,
Tony, they said our shit wasn't good enough. Drop another one.
Here they are.
Hello.
Hey, Christy, it's Charlotte Carey calling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I have your schedule for you if you're ready.
Awesome. I have the whole team here. I've got Brent Tillis, Dan Morgan, Coach Canales, Bryce Young, and Derek Brown here. We're excited to hear it.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
If you're ready, and I can take you right on through. Week 1, we have the opening at the New Orleans Saints at 1 o'clock on Fox.
Saints, week 1, baby.
Division to kick it off. Okay, here we go.
Division to kick it off. Week 2, hosting the Chargers, 1 o'clock on CBS. Week 3, at the Raiders, 4:05 on
Vegas.
Even Las Vegas, baby.
4.
Bryce, know he losing money
hosting
there.
the Bengals, 1 o'clock on Fox. 5, at the Chicago Bears, 1 o'clock on Fox.
Bryce ain't coming back.
Back home,
That's great for that game.
hosting the Atlanta Falcons. and that's a
Derek
doubleheader
seeing
window at
Sykes,
4:25 on
seeing
Fox.
Sack City right
Didn't have
there.
any of those
7,
last year.
go back out on the road, go to the Commanders at 4:05 on CBS. Week 8, go out
A lot
to
of CBS
Denver.
games.
Gonna go play the Broncos
Yeah.
at 4:25 again in that doubleheader window on CBS.
The oxygen ready.
Week 9.
Oh, I'm worried.
I like Brant Tillis' shirt.
Okay.
Week 10.
Yeah.
This is your Munich game in Germany. We're going to play the New York Giants.
Oh, bring
We'll
it.
be on NFL Network.
He said, "Oh, bring it. Let's go."
9:30
A.M.
a.m.
Bright and early.
Don't be late.
Week 11, you come home to your bye.
Beautiful. Bye week.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
12, we keep you home. You play the Chiefs at home at 1 o'clock on CBS.
Oh, off the bye.
13, hosting the Bucks, 4:05 on Fox.
Okay. Let's go. Dave Canales Bowl.
That's good.
Dude, I love this video.
Fine,
At
too.
the Philadelphia Eagles, 1 o'clock on Fox. 15, hosting the Dallas Cowboys, 1 o'clock on Fox. 16, hosting the Arizona Cardinals, 1 o'clock on Fox.
All right. Come on out. Play early.
That's some home stretch.
17, we've got you out at the Buccaneers, 1 o'clock on CBS.
Bucks.
That means we're going to be at Atlanta
Oh.
for the final game.
And 18, you got it, at Atlanta.
Let's go.
Cool.
No Thursday games, huh?
Or Monday, right?
No Thursday games.
Or Monday. All the games on Sunday.
Or Monday.
Nice.
All the games on Sunday.
Normal weeks, every
except
week.
for
Family
potentially
time.
week
Some weeks every week.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Love that.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good one.
you. No cold weather games. I mean, I guess the coldest could be that Philly game.
Philly 14 probably.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Better.
He's right.
Chicago week 5. That's prime time. That's number
He's
1 pick.
talked
First
about
number
it.
1 pick. That's prime time.
He's
Go.
mentioned
Tell
it
Bear.
twice.
Playing on Sunday. You know what you're doing Friday at home.
How do you even know all this?
And Saturday. Yeah.
They can't flex us.
Make sure week 18 is meaningful.
I
What
did.
about Dan Morgan?
I liked it.
We also have a Jordan, Jake Delhomme and Jordan Gross reacting to the schedule too.
All right, let's see it. I mean, what this is, you want to talk about if fans care about the schedule release? These fans
Bryce
right
need
here,
to go
dude. We've
out
been
there.
doing 3 hours. of it.
Bryce need to go out there in Chicago and give
2
him
hours.
500 yards, bro.
Yeah.
With the way he
I'll
acting.
You ain't lying,
that would
JJ.
be cool.
I want to see him go out there and stomp his little feet off the fucking field with a victory.
Yeah, right. That's going to be number one pick versus number one pick. That is going to be a big game.
Yeah, I like how this is. I like the Panthers schedule release video focused on themselves. And even when you saw Dave Canales talking about the team, it's about how the routine's going to work. We're less concerned, and this is really needs to be the case for a team that's got what we have going on, is we don't need to be concerned about other teams. We have to be concerned about what we're doing and how we're getting better.
Right.
Because nothing else is going to matter in that case. And I like that. Again, Dave Canales is so happy, such a happy, nice dude. He's like, oh, week 1. But I think that he has the right attitude. Look at it yourself, look at your own behavior, and get ready.
Right.
But Derek Brown did mention that that Chicago game twice.
Yeah,
and he also has the Giants circled on his calendar too.
Yeah, because that's Brian Burns and DJ Moore, man. Those are the teammates right there. I do have a Jake and Jordan and Jake immediate reaction.
All right, let's see it.
If my screen will not freeze, which I think it is.
Jordan and Jake.
I listen to their podcast a lot. It's pretty cool.
We're talking about the schedule, buddy, right?
Yeah.
What was your first glance, your first thought?
Jordan, I'm going to take you back to April or May of 2000. I don't know which month. And Jim Haslett was the head coach of the Saints. I was on that team, and the schedule came out. And I'll never forget, when the schedule came out, it was shown to us like in the team, whatever it was shown that night. However, it wasn't the big thing that it is now. And we had a team meeting the next morning. And Jake Reed, longtime receiver who came from the Minnesota Vikings, who played with Chris Carter, Randy Moss, and Jake was very successful. And he got up and he said, guys, he said, the schedule came out. He said, let me tell you, it was the first thing I noticed. He said, we have a lot of games at 1 and at 4. We have nothing at 8 o'clock at night. And he got truly pissed. And he said, this is why we play the game. We play for these night games. He said, that ought to tell you what the NFL thinks about us. They don't respect us. And I was so young at that time and impressionable.
Great
and didn't
point.
truly understand, but
Chip
they
on
come
the
from
shoulder,
Minnesota where they
Gary.
were in all the big games and things like that. And so that's something, when this came out and I looked at it, and the first thing I looked at, I'm like, 1 and 4. Now, don't get me wrong, games can get flexed now. It couldn't get flexed way back then. But that's something that there's not a lot of respect around the NFL with Carolina. And I get it, it was 2 wins last year. But I know if I'm one of the players on the team, I'm not happy about it. And that's just something that you just quietly just kind of put in your backpack and all right, this is what people think about us.
Billboard material.
We're gonna change
Yeah.
it now.
Sure.
About the
Locker
Carolina.
room.
Jake right here.
That's the first
Yep.
thing that came in my mind, Jordan. I'll be very honest.
Well,
They need to
I
show
love
that
hearing
to the
You
players.
said that we were going to be under the radar when we were talking about the offseason stuff and all that, and this just screams more of the same. So, I'll come at it from another angle. Maybe the established routine and the consistency of this schedule is going to be great for a first-year head coach and for Bryce Young and company. Just getting on a roll. And as you said, things can be flexed. The final game at Atlanta to be determined. That's always, they save those for playoff implications and whatnot. And what a better place to end the season if hopefully there is playoff implications on the line when we get to there. I love the opener too. It's like an awesome division sandwich. Open up at New Orleans and finish up at Atlanta. I mean, those are venues that since the NFC South was established have just always had good football games and fun places to play. So, and then the home opener against the Chargers, I think that's a nice, not comfortable. I mean, they're going to be a big team, but they got a new head coach as well with Harbaugh, and they got to come all the way across the country. So as you look at it, there's the travel. Go to Vegas, Denver, Munich, Germany. Jake, which is a game. Do you know what you're doing? Are you calling that game?
I'm not sure yet. Going to kind of see. I would like to do it because I did play in Germany, but I will say this.
That's right.
I think our fellow player / broadcaster Luke Kuechly went to Germany last year and absolutely loved it. So he might have dibs on that one. So we'll see how that works out. But I'm like you, Jordan. I think this is a tough schedule. Now we have a pretty tough schedule. And one thing that kind of stuck out to me is that the last 6 games, that's conference games. From Tampa, which is division, then you got Philly, Dallas, Arizona. So that's all conference, and then Tampa, Atlanta at the end. So and coming out the bye, Kansas City Chiefs, who, in case you didn't know, they're a decent football team. But listen, it's and you just don't know who's going to be the team this year. Who's going to be the team that takes the dive and the team that takes the rise? And that's something that we just don't know. I mean, I think if you look at it, let's look at Philly, December the 8th. Last year, the beginning of the season, they were 10-1 to start the season out. So everybody was like, oh my gosh, Super Bowl team that took Kansas City down to the wire, started out 10-1. Well, they went on a skid, and it was a skid that was pretty significant. They finished. So you don't know when that team's going to take a skid and which team starts going the other way, which teams are going the right way, and where can the ball kind of bounce your way along the way as the season. As I look at it, I love it. I mean, we're not on the road too much. The trips are really not that bad. You look at, Germany, but you have a bye the next week. Vegas, Vegas and Denver, that's your 2 West Coast games. So it's really and truly not, and those are sandwiched pretty much around home games. Yes, you go to Denver, but you're playing in Washington the week before. That's an hour flight. You're home early that Sunday night. I think you and I look at it from that point too. Where's the rest and recovery aspect of it? And I mean, there's no Monday nights. There's no Thursday nights.
Whenever I would look at the game when I was a player, I always just would think about matchups right off the bat. All right, so who's the Saints got? Who's their DNs? Who's the Chargers DNs? You'd be like, oh gosh, that one's going to be brutal. All right, I don't know these guys, for the Bengals or whatever. So it's funny when you think about that. When you were a quarterback and you look at the schedule, were you thinking, all right, what D coordinator is that? What's their secondary? What am I facing?
No, the first thing I did was look at the end of the season. I would start like mid-November. Are we playing in Green Bay, where we're playing at weather-wise? What are we doing weather-wise?
We got lucky this year, Jake. You got Philly in December, but December 8th, you should – it might be cool, but you should be all right.
No, exactly. So everything is actually pretty
and
good.
Home for Christmas. Jake, home for Christmas and home for Thanksgiving. So maybe the league does like us.
They might maybe that's the reward for not putting us on prime time.
Those Panthers are family guys. They want to be home. They don't got a prime time, but let's let them have the holidays full of visitors for these guys. All right, let's do that.
Well, okay. So as you look at it, Jordan, we play well this season. The NFL loves to put the big markets on TV. There's Philly and Dallas, December 8th and 15th. Could that be a flex type of situation? We don't know how that's all going to play out. So we'll see.
Well, I think there's as of now we're undefeated. It's a little too early, it's a little too early to throw our projections out there for how we're gonna end up this season, Jake. But nothing says to me like we don't have any 3 road games on. We don't have 3 in a row road games. We're balanced out pretty dang well. Vegas Raiders. I'm still in season, so I won't be able to come to that one. That's going to be super fun. I mean, if you're a Panther fan, there's some pretty cool opportunities to travel, cheer your team on, go with Luke Kuechly, evidently, to Munich. Who knows if that's going to happen? But those international games, I did the last one the Panthers played in England. And
we played Tampa and we destroyed them.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. You go to the game and it's just random jerseys. Like, what if there was soccer's bigger here, but if they don't, a lot of those fans they're just cheering for football.
And they're singing songs.
Anything would happen to any team, like a touchdown for anyone and the crowd would go wild, and then a sack fumble for anyone and the crowd would go wild. And the amount of giant beers in the stands was we were at Tottenham Stadium, it was the nicest stadium I've ever been in, though. So it'll be interesting to see how this Munich one pans out. You might be able to start just putting a good word in for yourself, Jake. Maybe we need 2 guys to go on that.
Amen.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. But no, man, it's I get excited. When I got the schedule just a little bit ago, when it just came out, I told my wife, I'm like a kid in a candy store. It's so ridiculous. I mean, we're in May, and I'm staring at the schedule. Here we are, May 15th, and I'm excited to look at the schedule. So but that's just part of it, man.
That's just because you're football hungry. You're football hungry.
It's there. You can start to smell it. It's coming. It's coming. We had the draft and a little mini camp, and now it's starting to, then the
football
hungry. So,
all right, well, don't get so worked up. Right? Don't get too worked up. It's only May, Jake. Don't get too worked up. You got it's a marathon.
Get worked up, Jake. It's all right.
All right.
I love that video.
I like.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun. It was good for a kind of the player insight to it. I thought that it was interesting that he saw that as kind of locker room material, that there aren't any primetime games, which not that they deserved any either. I thought that they brought up some things that not only that Dave Canales and them brought up too, is that the weather, or Dan Morgan, the weather, right, friendly there. It sounded like Delhomme wasn't that he thought that the travel schedule wasn't that bad. But he brought this up that I won't say I'm not going to disagree with a guy who's been a great football player, but he said that back end of the schedule with the last 6 games being conference is tough. In some ways, though, I like the ability to make a dent in your own future and hurt other people and be a spoiler late in the season. You know what I'm saying? So particularly if this team can get better throughout the season, right? I mean, as a new coach, all of the everything scheme, all of this, we can't expect that the first 10 weeks are just going to be without challenge. But if they could kind of do what Tampa did last year and, that week 10, start to play better together as a team, you could all of a sudden be talking about the Panthers being in the hunt because they can control their destiny. Unlike if you flip that schedule and you put all the conference games at the beginning, whatever you do at the beginning is going to be so impactful at the end of the season. And Dan Morgan concluded it at that video. He said, week 18, Falcons, let's be relevant.
Yeah. I mean, we're hoping that at the end of the season we're fighting for something. And they mentioned that too, man. You have to hope that at the end of the year that we're still alive, that we're actually fighting for something, man. It is favorable if we do get some W's. We do control our destiny with those games at the end of the year, man. But
the Panthers just put out a video of 30 years as a team, and they get 30 play from each year. It looks pretty fun.
That's cool.
Here, let's we got 2 calls, one short one, and then D's coming up right here. Let's just take these 2 calls and we can figure out what we want to do next.
And we don't hear anything.
Oh.
So let's start this season off with a big, easy W, y'all. I'm tired of watching my Panthers. What's up, y'all? This is Lucas from Forest City, North Carolina. I see we're starting off the season in the Big Easy. So let's start this season off with a big, easy W, y'all. I'm tired of watching my Panthers lose. Let's kick the shit out of the damn Saints. Keep pounding.
Let's go.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
Heigl and Chaser is the Saints suck. All right, here's D from San.
What did he say, Tony? What was that?
Oh, you didn't hear that last night on the show last night?
Yeah, this is the German way to say keep pounding.
All right, now, this is keep pounding in German.
Hämmere weiter.
Hämmere weiter.
One more time.
All right, here, I'll do it one more time.
Hämmere weiter.
That's keep pounding in German.
Hämmere weiter.
And this is the Saints stink in German.
Heilige sind scheiße.
Heilige sind scheiße.
Heilige
Oh my
Scheiße.
Heilige
Scheiße. We should do a whole podcast on Americans trying to speak foreign languages.
Trying to say
because
British words.
We are completely. You want to talk about American exceptionalism? If anything, is because of our distance from anybody. We're just like, we don't learn other languages.
No.
But here is D from Sanford.
On my C3 family, D from Sanford.
D.
I ain't gonna go through the roll call. I was already on the show, but I'm just curious, man. Is it because we're jaded or we have PTSD that there's such doubt in a schedule that in strength of schedule, it said 42.6 pretty much is the strength of schedule. Or do you really feel that we that bad that we can't get at least 6 wins? I kept hearing a couple of guys on the panel say between 6, 7, something like that, and we got old guy, this and that. Well, let's be first of all, we don't know what Caleb Williams is going to be. All right, that could be a win. We beat C.J. Stroud. Okay, Jaden Daniels. Who's to say that he's going to figure it out right away? He is a rookie. That's 2 wins to me. The Saints, they are anemic right now. If we play our type of Panther keep pounding football, we can sweep them games. We could possibly sweep Atlanta. That's 4 right there. I believe. And I'm not knocking nobody because you fan how you fan and never knock nobody. That's one thing Pickle always say. We ain't going to knock nobody for fanning. But I believe we go 2 games under 500 or we get shocked and go better. There's some talent on this team. We got guys going back to the basics like I keep talking about. And then think about it. We were in the majority of the games last year, people. Even with our anemic junk, we had games we could have won if we weren't anemic.
Yeah.
I ain't fussing. I ain't nagging. But I'm going to keep pounding. And I hope y'all keep pounding with me. I know sometimes my over-optimism can aggravate folks. But I'm kind of like this. I go into every game expecting a win until there's not a win. And I know I'm cut different. And I don't judge nobody by that. But it kind of just disheartened me that, Washington's a loss. Wow, because they have former Panthers? I could care less. That's a storyline and a narrative that doesn't even calculate to me. Let's look at it. New coach. They're bringing in new players. Who's to say that they have the cohesion to start off? Even to say that we have the cohesion. Right now, I feel like we got a fighting chance to be a competitive football team. But, hey.
Hell yeah.
Like I always say, keep pounding.
And if you don't like him, shut the hell up.
Yeah, bro. We love these energy attitudes.
0.69.
And optimism.
My boy Kev in the chat, man. Lifelong friend. Miss hanging out. We got to get together soon. He's a very, great Panther fan there. Not looking like he's gonna pick the Panthers to lose against Saints. Right. You guys want to should we watch this video of the plays?
Sure. Yeah, we'll get got. We probably already been gotten playing all the other shit we played.
Think so?
Yeah, but who cares? Fucking
here we go. Let's see what this does here. I can tell you some of the plays I'm already looking forward to.
Casey ready. Baker ready. Will there be a home playoff game in Charlotte? The kick is on the way, and it is good. Yes, he got it. And the Panthers are the champions of the NFC South.
Snap. That sounds amazing, by the way.
That does, man.
He's going to get up and keep running. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. Evans,
This one's 2000 block
Delhomme
kick.
hands the ball off. D'Angelo Williams got running room up the middle. D'Angelo, good balance. He's across midfield. Raiders giving Shea.
I think he holds the record for the most 70 plus touches, 70 plus runs. I think.
That's a crazy stat if he does. I ain't gonna lie.
Columbus in big trouble. Cuts back the other way. Herline throws a block. Here's Bianca Matuka to the 50, to the 40. It's a foot race.
You can see that hammies are still bothering him.
Tillman on Smith. Again, gains in motion. 2nd down and 8. Delhomme fades back. Pumps. Looks. Far sidelines. Got Smith there. Penalty mark down. Smith. 30. 25. Cuts to the left. Smith will score right side. Right. And here's the read option. Newton keeps it.
Legendary.
Oh, there it is.
Legendary.
This is the first man of the game.
Done on him.
No, maybe not that one.
That's my motherfucker.
Into the crowd. The goal.
Newton fades back. Plants. Shuffles
Oh,
up. Comes near side. Smith, end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Again, Plummer keeps it.
There it is. The greatest. Oh, God, watch. Poor guy.
He is tackled at the one.
Look, he gets. Oh, he fell down.
Oh,
He put possession of the ball at the 3-yard line. Cam Newton in the gun, 28 seconds remaining. Here comes the blitz off the edge. Newton gets hit, but Newton throws end zone. Hickson makes a diving catch.
Oh, man. Yeah, look at that. Win the game. 23 seconds left.
I want to see the Greg Olsen Seattle game.
63 yards away. Graham Gano to win the game. 6 seconds left.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching this game with the Giants.
It's end over end, and this kick is good.
Or no, it wasn't.
No, that's a different.
Unbelievable.
I was getting so much shit talked to me until that kick went through.
And it's complete Musin Muhammad. He breaks free. He's at the 20 at the foot race. 10, 5. Musin Muhammad.
What play did they show from the Super Bowl?
The Panthers are at the 5. Tampa 1st down goal. Delhomme out of the shotgun has it again. Fires. Smith caught it. Touchdown. Steve Smith caught it with 1:06 to go.
Damn.
1st and goal, Carolina.
Here's one of my favorite plays of all time.
Pitch to Foster,
Yeah.
trying to turn the far side. Gets
1,
over Hoover.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, my goodness.
God.
Quick count by Aikman. Back to pass from his own 7. Puts it up down the middle
Oh,
of the field.
filthy.
Intercepted by Sam Mills.
With the front
Sam Mills.
There he is. Counting himself.
I bet the Cardinals one is the Luke.
Get in the end zone. Oh.
Dropping back to depth to make sure nothing gets behind
Oh.
it. And it's intercepted. Picked
Yeah.
off.
There it is.
I was at that game.
Right side.
Watch him help that
Takes it
man
to the
up.
house for a touchdown.
Here it is.
There's that guy falls out. Right there's that guy
Yep.
falls out. Luke has to stop and help him up.
From
He
Attica
was
ready
drunk
to
as
push the
hell.
holder. Snap.
Boom.
Kick block. Is that a block?
03. He blocked 4 kicks that game.
Yeah, he did.
You can't run it. Towns is going to lateral the ball and out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. We're still alive. And we are not done yet, Bill. We ain't done.
I got more gray hair in the 03 than I ever got in this.
And he's picked off. Intercepted by Trey Boston. Boston still going.
Yeah.
And he has the second return.
Dude, when a team was hot, Trey Boston was hot.
Watching all these, I have to say, people need to watch Steve Smith when you're talking about all in on a play, especially these young wide receivers, because when these young wide receivers, when Steve Smith was just supposed to block for the initial burst, he didn't. He followed that running back the whole that lead down the field, and there was more than one time that ball got loose, and it was Steve Smith who was there to save that play.
This is a great comment by Squeaky Cheeks in the chat. They said they just watched the paint video, our debut. It was funny, and we all liked it. But where was Bryce?
Yeah, he wasn't in the video, was he?
No.
No, it was not.
Maybe they're like, eh.
Are they trying to take pressure off of him? I mean, they did make him. Did they make him paint? I don't know. I don't think they made him paint the Panther last year like they did Darnold. Yeah, they did actually.
The logo?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Tony,
know.
is it because he was in the other video with the management and shit? Like, you think they just let him do that?
But Derek Brown was in that one.
Yeah, he's a leader though. Both of them should be.
Yeah,
It's just it is a little surprising that he wasn't in that. So interesting there. Yeah, man, is looking back at those plays, if you go to CarolinaCatChronicles.com, you can go into the podcast section, and I have a Where's That Cat Now? I did this a long time ago. I was trying to do anything, and really a great series that I should, just so hard to track these guys down and get them to come on, but I've interviewed Will Witherspoon, but I interviewed Deshaun Foster, and it's a long discussion. I think like over an hour. And we talk about, I told him, I said, man, when I'm having a tough day in life, I just go watch that play on YouTube. And he tripped out about that. You know, and I talked because, you know, what I do for my living is I freaking read and go through historical archives, or at least I have access to all the old newspapers, like all the Charlotte Observer and stuff through databases. So I would just read every story that I could find that had their name mentioned in it. And, you know, just, he was there when they drafted D'Angelo Williams, and there was just reports of how arrogant, you know, not arrogant, but confident D'Angelo was. And we know his bravado and personality, which we haven't heard from him in a long time, and that's okay with me.
Don't do it, Tony.
What, now he's coming back? He's going to start talking shit about us, I guess.
But shout out to Deshaun Foster, who's the head coach of the UCLA. So
that is a great and that was right after Pickle he had taken, because they had changed over their coaching staff. So he went and took a job as a running backs coach, I think with the Raiders, and then they asked him to be head coach, and that's a pretty neat that's a great accomplishment for him. I saw Doug Gottlieb as a basketball coach now. And can we actually look, the Panthers? I got to say one thing about the Panthers. If they're going to have Jake and Jordan do these, why don't they just buy him some microphones?
Yeah, buy him some real legitimate podcast microphones.
I mean, it's like $150.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. Why not?
Anyway, all right.
I pretty much said my piece, man. I think it's a good schedule. I mean, I kind of like it. I like this year's schedule better than last year's. How about that?
Right. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
When Dave Canales was reacting to us not having any primetime games, I like how he said it's the same thing every week. Because to me, anything you got to be great and you got to be consistent. So you're going to have the same schedule week in, week out for, you know, like 18 straight weeks. So, shoot, you know, that's growth. We're going to get a good look at what this team is this year.
And you know, one thing we didn't have last year, JJ, was consistency, and that was just structure. It was just like everything. It was something different. It was a different
consistent dog shit.
Yeah, that was the consistent we had. Cody, I am also done with what I need to say, and I think it's a great time to close out the show. It's been fun. We've had a lot to talk about, and even though we kind of knew a lot of it as we went into it, so. You know, we'll be here on Friday with the Friday free-for-all. Obviously, there will be an opportunity to get more fans' input on this, and there'll be more days to comb over all the other team videos and things like that. And then back on Tuesday, where we're going to try to figure out, I guess, where we go from here and how we try to find some things to talk about. I'm sure we'll just talk about the 30 plays on that video. And
it was a great video, man. I like the content that the Panthers put out.
There were so many missing plays. I mean, I guess you can only put so many up from 2015 and 2003. You know, like the Steve Smith against the Rams play, the Masim Muhammad deep touch, the longest touchdown in the Super Bowl. I guess you got to pick 30, and you can't just pick all 30 from the same two seasons.
I can't do that. But I did like the video. I like the video of them learning about the schedule, hearing Jay Delhomme and Jordan Gross talk about the chip on the shoulder from not having any primetime games. By the way, in case we didn't say it explicitly, the Carolina Panthers are the only NFL team this year that doesn't have a primetime game.
Oh, the only one.
We're the only ones.
Wow.
That do not have a primetime game.
Yeah.
So
we don't deserve one.
They're right. It lets us know what the NFL thinks about us, man. So
bulletin board material, like Tony said.
And if I may add real quick, so I don't forget, tomorrow we'll be doing spaces, and we're going to go over some of the rookie contracts the undrafted rookie contracts, and we're going to take a look at the available cap space that we'll have so far this year, and we may even take a peek at the depth chart.
Oh, Tamir Bird signed with the Commanders today.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Shout out Baby Bird. We barely knew him.
Oh, okay. Stop. All right,
you
Cody.
better stop.
Cody, take us out of here, my friend.
C3 Nation. Until next time, keep pounding.
We're shy.
Keep pounding.